Meghan Markle here.
Imagine being capable of understanding Charles' love for Camilla, but incapable of understanding Harry's love for Meghan. These people are ridiculous. There's that here, everything, there's that. And regardless of understanding their love or not, imagine someone thinking that adultery is okay for a king who is head of a church, but a prince marrying his true love when his true love is an American mixed race woman is not okay. 100%. At least Harry never spent his day between women and coming home to his young and naive wife. Harry married up, Chuck never upgraded. It would have been a tad more respectable if he waited for the horse to get divorced and removed the whole young virgin and their schemes. Alright, exactly that. Charles and Camilla's love is fake. The man had 2 more women he was cheating on with Diana. Okay, make no sense. This is the nonsense that they're trying to confuse people, where you can't think really logically. Next one. Okay, I'm almost done. Okay, there's that here. So they're making noise about the HRH here. Of course she is using it. She is Her Royal Highness. You derangers believe what the British press was selling you. Haha. Okay, Meghan still using HRH title and contradiction of the past agreement. Remember, that was the time I said, when you make agreement with the British, including some American too, politics, they have their a finger crossed behind their back. They change it anytime that they want. Alright, Duke and Duchess of Sussex made undertaking after stepping back from royal family in 2020. I think first reported that they will not use it for commerce. This appears with a gift. She is not selling anything. Yeah, and the thing that she used is not even her product. Alright, that's me saying bingo here. Oops, let's go back. Exactly, my replies to some earlier posts, reposts from Jody Vaz and me, and Ali Doreen and me, there's that, the deranged and miserable people and uneducated naysayers. Alright, let's see here. This is the original thing here, HRH Duchess of Sussex. Let the meltdown begin. Okay, there's that. That is actually her title, so she can use it if she likes. That's how it is. Okay, yep, if Camilla can use Queen, Meghan can use HRH. That's a very good point, because when the Queen was alive, it was, what was the thing that they said she was gonna be? Queen Consort. Queen Consort. And then once she became, the Queen is gone, all of a sudden, it's Queen. Okay, and then Philip can't even be king, even though Prince Philip was higher in terms of title than the Queen. Okay, let's go to the next one. There's that here. Who's going to stop her from using HRH? What are they going to do? Take away their security, cut off her funding, or send them to the tower? God is good. The nasty royal institution and that family have gone back on a number of things, so they will just have to do one and cry in the corner. Okay, what past agreement? No one else kept the past agreement or honor the former Queen Elizabeth wishes. That's a good one as well. There's no comment here. Alright, she has every right to, but is this photo actually a year old? Alright, so there's all of that. Before the lunatic descent, tell me why, pointing down here, these randos who are non-working, lower at the pecking orders, royals, or allow HRH for their commercial venture. I'm telling you, if they bring that up, it's gonna be a whole bunch of mess. And Harry's not playing with them. Okay, opening by HRH Princess Beatrice of York. There's that here, 2015. HRH, there's all of that. Okay, I bet this picture is from before 2020. Okay, I don't know. That's a different country. I'm saying different country, different language. Her Majesty, the late Queen Elizabeth II, removed the HRH title by consent when they chose not to be working members of the royal family. Harry promised his beloved granny not to use it. They said, well, like some of the squad are saying, the royal family neglected that agreement. It's like this never happened. They're doing all sort of things. You see that long thing that I read in video in part 1? Next tweet. Okay, I hope she signed everything using HRH just to piss them off. I love this side of Meghan. The pettiness is chef kiss. Alright, Meghan Markle caught controversy as Duchess of Sussex signed gifts with HRH against agreement with her late queen. Why do the haters like to be in pain and agony? I'm telling you, there's the laugh here and the heart. This is not pettiness. Harry and Meghan can use HRH as long as it's not for commercial gain. Is it a gift from Meghan like that? Why? Her gift basket do not look like that. It seems very suspicious to me. I think this was a gift giving when she was a working royal. If it were recent, it would be all as ever. And then when you could see, it's not even her product as well. Right. Meghan is incredibly consistent. Giving gem really is her gem, and apparently it has been for some time. Of course, he misses out the bit where the royal broke the contract themselves. And is this a recent gift or something Meghan sent while in the UK? Alright, so that's another thing to question about. Remember, it was in the podcast and they put a picture of it. Next tweet. Okay. Then go ahead and stop her from using her HRH then. Good luck with that. There's the shade here. It's Her Royal Highness, the Duchess of Sussex. Alright, so we're gonna see. I think there's, how do you call this, music in there. Oh, she used that jacket in many engagement. Okay. They never hated the hierarchy or the monarchy, just that they were never at the top level. The question should not be why shouldn't they use it. It should be why will they use it. They are as royalists now as they were in the royal family and as much as the rest of them. Alright, exactly. Repost from Jodiva, and that's the thing I just read. Alright, so let's move on. Okay, I'm hurrying up because I need to wake up the kids. Oh, that's the cry. Royal reporters becoming zombies after hearing Meghan saying that man loves me. There's the clowns here. Okay, Arthur is going to cry. Hugo is going to say they'll divorce by years. And someone else will say Meghan is lying and that Harry actually hates her. There's the laugh here. Meghan out here just scrambling brain matters with their interviews, podcasts, and Instagram content. They can handle her taking full control of her own narrative. It got them all discombobulated. Okay, I holler when she said that. All right, let's go to the next tweet. I'm telling you, like one of the comments said, these people love pain. They know they don't like her, but they keep on following her. Alright, so next tweet. I love how funky Meghan's trainers are. I haven't seen this style before. Alright, so there's that here. I won't be surprised if this goes out sold out soon. There's that here. Okay, those are some ugly sneakers, but Meghan is so lovely. She looks good and anything and everything. Me, I won't dare wear those. And there's me here. It's okay. That's not your style. That's all. Alright, that's an ad. Let's go to the next one. This one is making reference to People magazine. I'm not gonna read the article. It's probably just the content. Alright, so they're talking about it. Meghan Markle goes makeup free and sweat and sneakers for her first ever podcast interview. Alright, so there's that. Did she bully anyone while she was there? Okay, so there's that. They always have to come and say their BS. Okay, so that's that. Now, we are done with the podcast. This has nothing to do with it. It has to do with Boozy. And I have one more. It has to do with US politics. Okay, someone just told me at Boozy is writing a book. He spoke about it, A Space. His family was targeted after he was featured in the Netflix documentary. A person affiliated the UK's Metropolitan Police is implicated. Someone involved with bullying Meghan too. Okay, so I think someone tagged me on this, and I just put it on to share it with you. Okay, what can you elaborate? She recorded some audio from the space. I will post if she sent them to me. Right? Why only write a book? Boozy need to file a lawsuit on their sorry. There's the A word here. That will be costly and be such an emotional toll on him. Okay, I'm glad Boozy is about to expose those royalist parasites. The hubris and stupidity of the British royal family and their rabid supporters will be their undoing. The monarchy dies with Queen Elizabeth II. Good riddance to bed rubbish. Okay, why not? The way they went after him was so ugly. Spill the tea. Alright, so this is my last one. This has to do with Luigi, the guy who shot that healthcare person. So this is me. I might put this by itself. Let me pause. I might put this by itself on a short video. I came across it and it will be screenshot. Okay, so the government is violating his rights. All right, it's a minute and 48 seconds. I listened to this already. This is a lawyer who's talking about the situation.
Did you happen to see that Luigi Mangione is back in the news? He pled not guilty today, and the U.S. intends to seek the unaliving penalty. That's the headline, but did you read the article?
The unalive is death penalty, okay?
I just had one of the longest days of my legal career. When I read this article, let's just say I was motivated to make this TikTok. Yes, Mangione pleaded not guilty. Yes, the United States intends to seek the unaliving penalty. Yes, the judge has cautioned the Attorney General to temper her statements. But did you happen to catch what they're doing? The state is listening in on the phone calls between Mangione and his lawyer. Attorney-client privilege is no small matter. It's required for effective assistance of counsel. And I know you've heard that term because that's used in a lot of appeals. Attorney-client privilege falls under any communications you have with your attorney, including jail phone calls. The phone calls were inadvertently recorded and turned over to the Attorney General's office. What does that mean for Luigi? The fruit of the poisonous tree doctrine states that any evidence obtained illegally or in violation of the Constitution cannot be used against the accused. For instance, if Luigi tells his attorney that there's something incriminating a photograph and he hid it somewhere, but he tells his attorney that, and the U.S. Attorney General hears it and goes and obtains that photo, the government can't use that photo. Not only can't they use the photo, but if they find anything else going to get the photo, they can't use that either. This case is about to get very interesting. But follow along. Let's see where it goes.
They might throw his case out, if that's from what I'm hearing here. Okay, I'm not a lawyer or anything like that, so I thought I'd share that with you. Part of it will be on a short video. I'm not going to go in the comment section. Alright, so let's do a prayer. One of the prayers that I did was prayer for children and protection. Let's just say protection only. Alright, let's do this one. Okay, God, I place my family in your hands. Protect us from all evil, harm, and danger. Surround us with your divine light and keep us safe. Amen. Alright, so that is it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. So there might be 2 parts to this video, and I'm not sure if I'm going to put it here or APTS Sussex. So in case I put it on APTS Sussex, this is the numbers for that channel. Alright, so that's it. Thank you for watching.
Tanaka. It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life.